And here's what's leading the bulletin. The community of Hammarsdale, west of Durban, is demanding justice after 6 people were brutally attacked by unknown gunmen. It's believed that the suspects fired a hail of bullets through the window of the Msomi house. 6 people, including a neighbor, were instantly killed. 3 others are recuperating from their injuries. A 3-year-old child was among the survivors. Devastated family members say they don't know what could have triggered the attack. They have called on law enforcement authorities to provide them with protection, saying they fear for their safety. And SABC News' Simphiwe Makhanya joins us now from our Durban studio. Good evening and welcome to The Full View. What can you tell us in terms of an update since this shooting took place last night? What do we know this far?
Good evening to you, Aldrin. Good evening to Tepiso as well as our viewers at home. Well, certainly, Aldrin, as you said there in your intro, that this is quite an unfortunate and tragic event which happened in the community of Hammarsdale, which is west of Durban. At about 8 o'clock yesterday, Aldrin, the community was just gathered there watching television when suddenly unknown gunmen then stormed the house and started firing to all basically directions and killing 5 family members and 1 person who was actually a neighbor who was with the family at the time watching television. We did earlier on visit the family, Eldrin, to just get a sense of what they were going through and how they were coping with the situation, and they just expressed a great deal of sadness, a great deal of disbelief, because they are saying they don't know why this incident could have happened to them, because they are a well-respected family in the village there of Hammarsdale. They still have many unanswered questions as to why this incident may have happened. The family representative even going as far as saying that they now require law enforcement authorities to ensure that those who committed this crime are brought to book, and also saying that the people who survived, 3 of those who survived this unfortunate incident, are then taken care of in terms of giving them support, counseling, because many of them are still in shock, Aldrin.
Yeah. Is it clear whether the gunman at any point whatsoever managed to gain entry into the house, or whether anything was taken?
What we do know from the family, Aldrin, is that nothing was taken from the house. The gunmen were able to enter the house. They entered it because they were basically, when they were trying to shoot from outside, the father, who was the elder at the time, ran to the next room, and then when he ran to the next room, then the gunmen were able to enter the house, and they actually asked a 20-year-old daughter of the late father to turn the father around so that they could make sure that he was dead when they left the scene.
Does this then mean that the family suspects that this was a target, that the person that they were targeting was the father of the household?
At the moment, Aldrin, what they are saying is that they don't want to speculate on what may have caused this incident, but what they are just saying is that they are devastated. They want answers as well from the police as to why this happened to them.
What do we know about the father? What's his occupation? What does he do for a living?
What we know, Aldrin, is that he's just an ordinary employee of the eThekwini municipality under the DSW unit. He's just an ordinary employee. Perhaps, Aldrin, if I can paint you a picture of the area of Hammarsdale, it's actually very notorious for the violence which occurred in the early 80s and the late 90s, where there were conflicts between IFP supporters as well as ANC supporters at the time, but the violence was able to then be curbed in the late 1990s. What we do know from the family, and I must stress this, is that they are saying they don't know why the incident occurred, and they don't have any suspicions as to why it occurred. Aldrin?
Does the father have any political links to any political party?
When we visited the home earlier today, Aldrin, we saw members of the ANC paying their respect to the family. They went there to offer their prayers and to offer their support during this difficult time. So that's as far as we can go. But what we do know is that he did not hold any positions in terms of being a councillor or anything of that sort. It was just ANC supporters there gathered following obviously the news that reverberated around the area.
Thank you so much for your time. SABC reporter Simphiwe Makhanya joining us from our Durban studio.